take 2 minutes, just see. These are the disclaimers. I am like you. I was sitting there a few years ago. I come and sit here. What I want to say is that what I am telling you, what I'm going to share with you, is my personal experience. You all have a story, and so do I. And I'm just going to share the story. And purely just to share, to see where we are, what difficulties you have experienced, what I have experienced, and to avoid from our mistakes. Property is very boring if you're alone. Network, find a mentor, find a good team. You all know that. I have lost twice, bankrupt with my own money. Dubai, UK, because I was a gambler or a speculator, not an investor. Yes. Who am I? Healthy person, walking, talking, eating, sleeping. I'm a patient with leukemia for the last 10 years. Do I look ill? Do I? No. Good. I'm not ill. They just diagnosed me with leukemia 10 years ago. But they said, well, I'll live. I'm happy. So that's what I want to say is, whatever state of life, be it divorce, be it short of money, be it health, keep on going. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to try. Take that message. Right? We hear about refugees from Syria, from Iraq. I'm a refugee product. Born in Zanzibar, coup d'etat 1961, with 12 family members in a little dhow we came across. One of the worst things was, again, not knowing, not equipping myself with knowledge. 2004 companies calling us, and I don't mind mentioning them because they are in the public domain. Inside Track, if you heard about that. Okay? They're bankrupt. They do collections like this as a right. Come buy property, 25% discount. And you can use that 25% discount as your deposit. I said, wow, I don't have to put the money in. They charge you the finder's fee, they charge you entry fee, etc., etc. So I bought 2 units. Let's hypothetically make it easy. 150,000 pounds was the market price. They said it's 25% discounted, so I got it for 120, but I had to pay 10,000 pounds finder's fee, plus other fees. So when I went to the bank and said, I've got a property, or a property supposedly, and I need a mortgage, down payment, I said, yeah, down payment, the value is 150. He said, no, value is 120, that's what you're paying. So again, these were the scams done in UK under our regulations and legislatures. And for 7 years, the interest rate was about 6.5%. I was paying every month £200 for my 2 flats for my tenants to stay there. Okay? Now, I bought them for about 150, 170,000. Now it's about 210, 215,000. So I'll be selling them quickly. I'm going to be honest and sincere. I burned my fingers, and I think you should all be careful with DD, not direct debits to the magazine people, due diligence. If somebody says, I'm going to do a heart operation, you just won't say yes. You'll go and find out. You'll read it. You've got this Google map. You've got all those things to understand. One fine day, just about 2 years ago, I was in a property meeting, very quietly. I didn't know Sam Fongo. He was there, trying to scam, sell, I don't know. He just heard I'm Sumar, Dr. Sumar. Bling bling, deep pockets, that's what they think. Don't know, they're NHS dentists, we don't earn that much. Anyways, he came to me and he said, well, there's something I have. Lord behold, there's a portfolio of 9 properties. Very briefly, 9 properties. There were 2 flats, we were not interested. Now this portfolio was on the market for 6 months, nobody wanted to buy it. There were sitting tenants, there were all those things run down. And we didn't want to buy 9 either. So, but we knew somebody wanted one, somebody wanted the other one. So we said, right. Asking price was 3.1 million, August 2016. We negotiated to 2.67. Remove the 2 flats, 500,000. You'll see what the value is. So for the 7 properties, average 310,000. Today in Harrow, nothing less than 450. By the time we exchange for a delayed completion, assignable contracts, that means I could buy the whole 9 and sell one at a time without paying the stamp duty. And who's the brain behind? My mentor, Mike Frisbee here. I'm not propagating that you go to his course, but yes, we had to pay money to get this knowledge, and knowledge is king. So gradually, then we converted all these to high standard 5-room or 6-room HMO en suites. And this is the final product. What do we do with this? We borrowed the money from bank. It was Shopbrook. They gave us the money. And then after 3-4 months, because from exchange August 2016 to completion April 2017, the value had already gone up 12-13%. Went to Shopbrooks. They said, no, we can't give you the money. We can't remortgage it. You've just bought it for 310 average. You put 60-70. How can you ask for more money? There's another learning. Never depend on one bank. You can depend on one wife, but not on one bank. Okay? So this is the standard. What do? We give this to companies 3 years, and we have no headache. These are like my ATMs, cash cows. So from the 9 properties, 2 flats we sold off at a loss to mitigate the profit. The 7, a person who wanted to buy one initially, we said, right, you wanted to buy this one in Sterling Road? He said yes. He made about £80,000. Because he paid the duty. We bought the whole portfolio. And the other 5, then we had one JV, we'll tell you as I go on. So this is a cookie cutter, HMO model. Go again, expand, use the space. You buy, you make money by adding value. So going back to off plans, the developers have sucked up every square inch. There's no chance of making more value on off plans. This is my business partner. I'm sorry he couldn't be here. He's a mentor now at Legacy. And there's my other business partner, Mohammed, there. We just go around and see. Now, we had a JV guy. A guy had money, no time, and no skills. So he sent his son. He said, right, I've got the money, and help us, or make it work for me. So one of the 7 properties that we held, we sold it to the JV guy. Just a profit of £10,000. He bought it, his name. He paid about $120,000 for the total refurb. No money for us. It's just the knowledge, the skill that they're running around. Now, as you see, at the end of the day, every month we get £1,050 from this property. No money for us, just the skill and the time. What happens is, now this is valued at $610,000. He bought it at $380 or $390. Another 3 years we are binding with them that we are getting every month profit from the rents. Should he decide to sell after 3 years, first refusal is us. If he say we don't want, if it's sold for 700, 800,000, God knows, we'll get the 50%. Having said that, we sold one HMO to get a comparable, because when we went back to Showbrook, they said, no, we can't give you that. So we had to sell one. Knowing that we could sell one at 565,000, if anything happens tomorrow, we can get rid of all the 5 that we are holding in Arrow. Okay, this again, Midway. This was a story where it took us 10 months to evict one person. And the culprit, Sanfongo. We took it off him. The promise was you'll get vacant possession. He didn't. Okay, that's good.
We did work, yeah.
Right, again showing the workman, high standard. We are providing homes for people. So when people come, they feel proud, take ownership, they stay. That's why I think it's nice to invest, so when people come, they feel it's their home. Not any lodger coming in or Airbnb and then going out.